Motherfuckers, Grottu Orloff here. Today is episode 24 of the Grottu Orloff show. And today we're going to be doing something different. We're going to be looking at some records. Because I collect records. And I got lots of records. I've never shown you my records. So today, Grottu doesn't actually smoke, but it just looks so cool when you've got a cigarette. You know, it's like you're Dean Martin all of a sudden. So, let me show you some of my records. These are 45 RPM recordings. Well, here's old Nat King Cole, Unforgettable. How about that? This is just a sleeve. I must have the actual record in my jukebox downstairs. This is Hazel Adkins, the insane, crazed hillbilly who, you know, as for the song She Said and stuff like that. That if you're a fan of the Cramps, you know Hazel Adkins. Well, look at how do you talk with these things? Herb Albert in the Tijuana Brass with Spanish Flea. Oh, there's a price tag on there. How about that? What's this record? Why, it's Flower of San Antone by Rex Allen. You say, well, Grottu, you're not playing the music. How do I know if I like it? Well, what you can do is if a song title sounds intriguing or if you like the description that Grottu provides it, you can just simply look it up on YouTube, because just about every song is on YouTube. It's Journey to the Center of the Mind by the Amboy Dukes. And on the other side is Mississippi Murderer. This is good stuff. Look this, if you don't know these songs, you gotta look them up, man. Rum and Coca-Cola by the Andrews Sisters. Now, it's a nice, happy song about mother-daughter prostitution from the 1940s. Very happy song. Oh, it's Snowflakes and Teardrops by the Angels, backed with Wow Wow Wee, He's the Boy for Me. The Angels, ladies and gentlemen. It's Dragnet by Ray Anthony. It's the Dragnet theme. Oh, this is great. Look up Ray Anthony's great. He was married to Mamie Van Doren for a while. Mamie Van Doren was kind of like a B-movie Marilyn Monroe. She's still alive. She's Dancing in the Dark's the other side. She's a rather liberal lady on Facebook. Here's the Eight Men. So how they kind of the estrus label kind of copied the Aurora label. See, you know, there's just a thin line between rock and roll and that looks good. Let me get that just right. There we go. Ah, yes. Yeah, rock and roll, comic books, it's all the same thing, really. Oh, and doesn't this prove it? The Archies with Bang Shangalang and Truck Driver. You know, 1969, the year of Woodstock. What was the #1 song of the year? Sugar Sugar by the Archies, yes. Yes, indeed, and here's Melody Hill by the Archies with, there it is, Sugar Sugar, coming in at #1 here on Grottu Radio. Oh, here's the theme song to Journey to the Bottom of the Sea. Not the TV show, but the original movie, the Irwin Allen movie from a few years before. Yeah, Frankie Avalon singing Journey to the Bottom of the Sea. You gotta look that up on YouTube. And the other side is the summer of '61, and some asshole put a price tag on it. The way to remove price tags is to rub it with gasoline and then get a cigarette lighter, and it comes right off, along with your face. Ooh, look at this label. It's just not the right one for the record. It's a Decca label, but it's an RCA Victor. Oh, it's Bobby Bear with Take Me Home and 4 Strong Winds. Now, Bobby Bear did a song about Vampira. It's called Vampira, but it's not that record. Better make sure to put the cigarette in your mouth the right way. I've never smoked a cigarette in my life. I just bought a pack. I thought I'd use them as props in my videos. And then my wife sometimes, like every 3-6 months, will smoke a cigarette. So it'll have some for her. So I make sure I got her brand, which is Nat Turner or Nat Swinger or something. Or Ben Sherman. No, it's Nat Sherman. It says Nat on it. And then the lady asked me, do you want yellow, brown, or blue? And I was thinking the cigarettes are going to be colored, but they have, I don't know, it's very complicated for those cigarette smokers out there. There's so many different types. Why, this is the Bay City Rollers. Yes, indeed. They were the biggest band in the world with Saturday Night back when I was in 5th and 6th grade. They thought they'd be the next Beatles. I think they're out of Scotland. That song, Saturday Night, is phenomenal, man. You gotta listen to that song, Yes, man, it's cool. Or maybe you just had to be there in the 70s. Here's the Beach Boys with God Only Knows. What a beautiful song. Beautiful. Brian Wilson, ladies and gentlemen, with the Beach Boys medley on the back. Ooh, look at this. It's a Beach Boys picture sleeve. Two streets from here, like I'd say a 30-second walk from here. About 8 years ago, there was an estate sale, and there was a room. Sometimes when kids leave, go off to college, they just leave that room like a shrine to that child, and they don't mess with it. They leave it exactly as it was when they left the nest. And sometimes you go to an estate sale and you see this room perfectly preserved from 1966 with the Barbies and or the comic books. I mean, it doesn't happen very often, but this time it happened, and it was like I walked there, and it was all these 45s from the 60s. I got so many great ones, and they had picture sleeves. It was just like I went back in time to when that house was built, and got some great stuff from that estate sale. There's from there. Oh yeah, I think I got this one too. Thank You Girl by the Beatles. With You Want to Know a Secret by the Beatles. The motherfucking Beatles. Motherfucking Beatles. Ooh. Well, I got some great ones. Look at this. It's Delphi. Delphi is the label that Richie Valens started on. It's Karate by the Bidwells, and this is a promotional record, so this was sent out to DJs. And on the other side, you've got, Karate, on both sides. Oh, look at this, Chantilly Lace by the Big Bopper. What a great song that is. Of course, he died in the same plane crash with Buddy Holly and Richie Valens. And on the other side, you've got the Purple People Eater meets the Witch Doctor. And I just had a Purple People Eater here, and he's just, yes. Yes, indeed. Here's the Purple People Eater himself. One-eyed, one horn. What? One-eyed, one horn. Flying Purple People Eater. Yeah, see, he's got wings. Look at the side. He's got wings, so he flies. This is completely scientifically accurate. For those of you Democrats that believe in science, that is a scientifically accurate model of the Purple People Eater. Kiddo, what the fuck does that say? Kiddo by Brooke Benton. And Think Twice by Brooke Benton. Yes, indeed. What did I got here? It's Bernadette. Don't Count Your Dreams on the Beach label with Set Me Free. What else am I gonna find? I'm gonna have to do a lot of videos, and then I'll go through my albums, and that's where I'll really show you some comic book stuff. Oh look, it's Chuck Berry, No Particular Place to Go, and You Too by Chuck Berry. I got a lot of these records in jukeboxes downstairs, but oh yeah, it says it's Larry Terry Hepcat. It's a $4 reissue, the ultimate, but this is actually, I think I've got that record in the Seaberg, 55 Seaberg downstairs. This is Pink Petticoats by the Big Bopper, another Big Bopper record. Now I gotta alphabetize these is the thing, but I haven't done that yet. But it makes for a nice little, I haven't been through these in a while, nice little exploration. The Bikinis, Boogie Rock and Roll, and Bikini by the Bikinis. So look that up on YouTube and see what that record sounds like. Oh, this is a good one. It's Mel Blanc, I Taught a Putty Tat. And with the flip side, you got Yosemite Sam on the Capitol label. Ooh, this is good. Blondie with Denise, Contact in Red Square, and Kung Fu Girls. Look at this great sleeve. This record is from the Sandra Pynchon collection. Here's Bow Wow Wow, I Want Candy. And the other side is the other side of her. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. This is, oh, the box tops. I See Only Sunshine with, this is on the Mala label, which in Spanish means bad. Sweet Cream Ladies, Forward March. You know the box tops from The Letter. Give me a ticket for an aeroplane. Ain't got time for a fast train. Lonely days are gone, I'm a-going home. My baby just sent me a letter. She just sent me a letter, said I couldn't live without you. Alex Chilton, ladies and gentlemen. A friend of mine. Used to be friends with him. Of course, he passed away. Alex Chilton, not my friend. My friend's also friends with SpongeBob SquarePants. My students were always amazed. I know a guy who knows SpongeBob SquarePants. In fact, SpongeBob they were both fellow record collectors, and when this is before he was it's Tom Kenny, the comedian. When he'd come through Dallas, he'd sleep on my friend's couch because they were fellow record collectors. Which is why in SpongeBob they always have these bands like the Cramps, and because obviously someone knows about music. Look, it's Tommy Boyce and Bobby Hart with Alice Long. Boyce and Hart. Yes, indeed. On the Coral label, it's Jilted. Teresa Brewer with La Grande Tour de l'Amour. I apparently have viewers in France. My wife told me one of her friends on Facebook said he's been watching my show since the beginning. He's over in France, and that's cool. Here's The Brood, Knock on My Door. Also from Estrus Records. They put out lots of cool garagey kind of music. Estrus. It's back in the 80s and 90s, I guess. The good old days. Why, it's James Brown and the famous Flames. Is it yes or is it no? With It's a man's world. It's a man's world. It's three men. Yeah, in that. Les Brown, Spotlight. the Ray Bryant combo, Sacco Woe with Walk No More. Forgive me for my political rant last episode. That won't happen again. Or maybe it will. I'll do whatever the hell I want on my channel. And you can't stop me. Well, actually, you probably can. You could probably go tattle on me to YouTube Central. He's talking about Trump and he likes him. Please ban him. A lot of second-grade tattling going on in the world of social media. Simple Simon, well, part of the bubblegum craze. The Bubblegum Singers and Orchestra. Solomon Burke, Cry to Me, backed with I Almost Lost My Mind by Solomon Burke. And another Solomon Burke single. This is cool because it's got the original sleeve and everything. It's Rockin' Soul with He'll Have to Go. Indeed, he'll have to. Okay, let me put these records back into their little box and we'll get to the next astounding box filled with collectible wax. Or vinyl, as you little millennials call it. Even though I have to respect you millennials for making records popular again. They're records, they're not vinyls. Stacks of wax, call it that, and I'll respect you more, millennials. It's alright. You got my forgiveness because of your bringing records back. Here is the super case. And it's got all your favorite heroes on it. And Superman, Batgirl, the Catwoman, Supergirl. Alright. Let's see what's in this box, shall we? Haven't been through this box in many years. Ah, yes, indeed. Why, it's Planet Pimp Records. The Lone Surfer and his Super Pals. The Mummies, an amazing band. They dress up like mummies and they play like 1966 style garage rock, and it'll blow your mind if you look up the Mummies on YouTube. They were around in the 90s. They may still be around. Also the Trash Women and the Phantom Surfers. This was all a bunch of surf. And this is a limited edition, man. There aren't many made. This is number 147 out of 300. There's something magical about the number 47. I don't know exactly what it is, but an old friend of mine who's since passed away told me in every cool movie, 47, they'll always mention there's exactly 47 seconds till the bomb goes off. And then we'd be watching a movie in a theater and someone would say 47 and he'd say 47. He'd shout it out real loud because he says it's in everything. And then after that I started listening and 47 is in everything. I don't know if it just sounds good coming off the tongue, 47, but it's all over. And now that I've said this to you, you'll see it. And someone told me that in Star Trek The Next Generation, they made a point. They knew about this 47 thing. You can even look it up online. There's whole websites about 47 and how it's in everything. In every episode of Star Trek The Next Generation, supposedly, they say 47. Here's a cool Japanese band, Shonen Knife. And there they are. Oh, it's not that bad. Oh, shadowy men on a shadowy planet. Did cool Dwayne Eddy kind of twangy, echoey guitar music. Nice art on some of these 45s. This is Los Talunas Presente Nakima. Oh, it's Southern Culture on the Skids. Yeah, I saw them live over in Deep Ellum. Yeah, they were great. Like a hillbilly, kind of crampsy I don't know if they're still around or not. I've lost touch with what's going on in the music world today, just like I've lost touch with comic books of today. And if someone could tell me, you know, what are the cool bands today, I'd be very grateful to know. I just don't know how to find out anymore. There's got to be some cool bands out there. This friend of mine's really into a band from Canada called the Surfragettes, not suffragettes, Surfragettes, and they're a bunch of girls in mini skirts that play Ventures style rock and roll. He's this friend of mine that's really into the Ventures, and anyway, he really likes that band, but they're not really breaking any new ground except for just showing off their legs while playing the music. But they're good, you know. It's great to have surf music actually being played live in places. It's another Southern Culture on the Blues record. Oh my goodness. This is Coop. Probably too offensive to show, but it's Coop is, this is a picture disc. It's The Hedonist. Coop likes to draw those devil girls and overweight, voluptuous girls. Coop is a really good artist, but this is another Coop. This is Super Sympathy Spectrum Stocking Stuffers. So this is Christmas music. And on the other side, it's got it's Christmas music by these bands. These are very limited quantity. These are probably valuable now. I don't know. I used to get them all the time. I knew a guy that was in this band, and then I knew the girlfriend of the guy. This Fireworks out of Dallas. And then this old friend T-Tex Edwards did the singing on this Fireworks single. Oh, here's the Killdozers. Yeah. Shit. Man or Astro Man? Again, it's 60s style. Instrumental music. Ruby and the Romantics. Hey there, lonely boy, and think, you know Ruby and the Romantics from the song Our Day Will Come. Donald Trump's theme right now. Here's these are radio spots. So the DJ would, and it tells you how long each one is. So for the movie Mausoleum, the DJ would actually put this record on or make a tape of it, and then they'd actually play to advertise the movie Mausoleum, which I think I've seen. Mausoleum. Oh, and here's the Losers, which, as I recall, was like a biker gang that went into the Vietnam War and fought against the Viet Cong. But these are radio spots also. I used to collect radio spots, and I still would collect them. But oh my gosh, I think I ruined that one. They were expensive too. I wouldn't be a good smoker because I would have just burned the shit out of my middle finger. This finger right here, I would have burned it on that cigarette, and then I would have broken my cigarette. A double tragedy. I'd be burning the shit out of copies of Incredible Hulk 180 and all kinds of stuff if I really did smoke. It's the Sparkles. Oh, girls, girls. Back with The Hip. Oh, that song is great, The Hip. Shit. Oh, this was a band that an old girlfriend was in this band. Oh well. This is called a Stinker Bell. out of Houston. Mean Red Spiders. Hold on. That guy looks a lot like Elvis. I thought at first they'd cut and pasted a picture of Elvis on top of the guy, but I guess that's really what he looked like. The Crazies. They're out of, oh, this is Sympathy for the Record Industry. There's a guy named Long Gone John that ran that record label, and they put out the first records by Hole, and a lot of the grunge bands started with that. These are all like from the early 90s or late 80s, I think. 27 Devils Joking. Sometimes I'd buy these records based on recommendation of a friend. A friend of mine was friends actually with Long Gone John, and he'd get sent multiple copies of every one of the Sympathy releases that came out. He'd sell them to me, but he was, I guess, they were sent to him so he could be kind of a distributor and take them to the local record stores that would carry stuff like this. The Sports, Who Listens to the Radio. I don't remember this being a good record, but maybe I'm wrong. Asylum. Oh, look at that. Ode to Belial. I was just talking about Basket Case with my wife this morning, saying, and it turned out she's never seen the movie. And I was thinking of showing her that, and then that pops up. It's Stumpy Joe. I have no idea what this record is. Don't remember. It's been a few decades since then. I've slept since then. Don't you hate when people say that? Ooh, this has got the... what was that horror from... I can't remember that movie with the monster. It's just like a sampler record, I guess. Ooh, look at this. Man, what is this? Oh my God. Oh, it's Box Office International. These are radio spots for Rattlers. It's like a snake movie. Rattlers. And radio spots for Murder by Phone. And here's radio spots for The Stewardesses. And 1,000 Convicts and a Woman. Oh, look at this. Wolvertunes. Basil Wolverton singing. You get 3D glasses with it, Basil Wolverton art, and Basil Wolverton singing. I bet you didn't know that existed.
I think I have one that should suit you. That is, if you dare.
This is I got from like Scholastic. When I was like in elementary school, you know, they order the books, you know, and you get back the shit you ordered from the teacher. Sometimes they had records. And this is the Haunted Mansion. It's supposed to have a record with it, but it looks like all I've got is the book here. And that's what's in the superhero box. I should have put Superhero Power Records in the superhero box. That would have made logical sense, but hey, you know, what can I tell you? What else do I got here? Shit! Hi, thanks to you and my many wonderful friends for making my first record a hit. Leslie Gore, It's My Party. What a phenomenal record. She's, I thought when, what is her name? Damn. What is the redhead's name that was in Freaky Friday and then went insane on drugs and everything? There was a little bit of time in the early days when I thought she was going to be like the next Jodie Foster, and I thought she'd be perfect playing Leslie Gore, but that window is past. Man, why am I drawing a blank? Oh well. Leslie Gore was actually a lesbian and kind of kept it quiet. Back in those days, that's what you did, I guess. Bobby Freeman, Come On and Swim, and Come On and Swim Part 2. Sometimes you have a long song, you gotta finish it up on the flip side. Know how that is. Ernie Freeman with Puddin' and Runchy. Goddamn, it's hard to read on with this colored ink on this color label. Oh, it's Lefty Frizzell. But without my magnifying glass, I'm not going to be able to tell you the song. But Lefty Frizzell's cool. Oh, Bobby Fuller 4. Love's Made a Fool of You. And Don't Ever Let Me Know. You know Bobby Fuller 4 from I Fought the Law. Had a sound like Buddy Holly. Real popular in the 60s. Some record executive was jealous of him. I think maybe his girlfriend liked Bobby Fuller. But anyway, he was found, I think, in his Mustang, and gasoline had been poured down his throat. Not the way normal, that's not a normal suicide. So someone had actually killed him. I've forgotten the story. It's something like that. But anyway, I think he was killed. This is Annette Funicello. I Love You Baby, backed with Talk to Me Baby on the Vista label. You know, because if you know about Disney, Buena Vista is, isn't that the county or the town where, or Orlando or something, where Disney World would wind up being? In the 60s, Disney bought up all this land in Florida through didn't tell people, they didn't want people to know Disney was buying the land, so he bought it through other people's names or something. And then, surprise, we're building this giant amusement park. Here's another, also on the same, it's really Disney label. It's Annette with Dream Boy and Please Please Signor. I guess that's Italian. Annette Funicello being Italian. Why, it's Fur with Sex Drive, and there's Fur on the back. So Fur, as far as I know, never made it. Maybe she's, but this, yeah, 93. It's also Sympathy for the Record Industry. Bounce Records proudly presents Joy Garrett. First Moments of Love with I Need Your Love Tonight. Here's on the Paris label, it's the G-Clefs with 'Cause You're Mine and Symbol of Love. I'm not going through all my 45s, don't worry. I've got boxes and boxes in the closet. A friend of mine bought, I don't know, 1,000 from someone that had been a jukebox distributor, and then he sold them to me a few years back. Bobby Gentry, Fancy with Courtyard. Bobby Gentry, you know, from Ode to Billy Joe. Motherfucker. You just seem tough when you got this motherfucking cigarette in your motherfucking hand, motherfucker. The Gentrys, spread it on thick with brown paper sack. Yes, indeed. Yes. Why, it's Gary and the Pacemakers. Give all your love to me? With You're the Reason. They were on Batman once. See all these comic book connections I'm making? I'm going to convert all of you that are into comic books only into record collectors too, and then you're really going to be fucked, because then you have double interest. Boy, does your money go quick. Ferry Across the Mersey with Pretend. Also, Gary and the Pacemakers, part of the British invasion, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh. I think, is this a G.I. Joe record? I don't think so, but it's Introduction to Manned Mercury Spaceflight. And on the other side, Actual Mercury Spaceflight Communications. That would be great in a jukebox. Ooh, Jimmy Gilmer and the Fireballs, Sugar Shack. What a great song. It's just one of the greatest songs in the history of the world. You don't know this song, you gotta I mean, it just, it's the echo. Everything's great about it. Daisy Pedal Pickin', Jimmy Gilmer and the Fireballs, Sugar Shack. Write these songs down and look them up on YouTube, man. Cinnamon Cindy, also Jimmy Gilmer, backed with Break His Heart for Me, along with a few ribs. Ooh, what is this? Ooh, 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 ooh. This is tremendous. It's the band Girl Trouble out of like Tacoma, Washington, with Steve Fisk. It's the Batman theme instrumental, a phenomenal version of the 66 theme. On the other side, it's called The Truth, Alfred House Mix. It's the Batman theme mixed with all this dialogue from the Batman TV show. It's great. I wonder if that's on YouTube. It's gotta be. We've got The Beat by the Go-Go's with Can't Stop the World. That was a great song. We've got The Beat. When I was in high school, Our Lips Are Sealed. Oh man, I like them. Call me a motherfucking idiot. Oh, it's the Golden Tones. This is one of those golden records I was talking about. You just heard one, Superman theme. This is the Andy Panda Polka with the Woody Woodpecker March on the flip side. You can't go wrong with that. Oh. Why, it's Dickie Goodman with Flying Saucer Part 1 and the Flying Saucer. Dickie Goodman did these cut-in records where, they'd be talking and then they'd play a little bit of a song to answer the question. And whatever songs were popular at the time, they were called cut-in records. You got to hear it to know what I'm talking about. If you were around during the summer of Jaws, the movie Jaws was so popular in the summer of '75, he did a song, Mr. Jaws, and it's like he's interviewing the shark, right? And then it cuts to the shark's supposed to be talking, wouldn't you give your hand to a friend? In other words, he wants to eat his hand. It's hilarious when you're 9 years old, or retarded, or both. Bobby Grabo, Don't Ever Let Me Go. I shouldn't joke about retardation. Mentally handicapped. Back to School, Back to You. Ooh, this is a special MGM disc jockey record, not for sale. Oh man, goddamn. This is the theme to The Green Slime and Far Beyond the Stars on the back. So they're trying to get DJs interested in playing the theme to the movie The Green Slime. If you've ever seen that movie or know the theme song, can you imagine hearing that on the radio? I don't think that worked. But it's a great song. In an alternate timeline universe, that should have been the biggest hit of that year. Merle Haggard, Bobby Wants a Puppy Dog for Christmas with If We Make It Through December. That's how I feel right now. It's a very, I don't know what's going to happen next. Everything's so confused. Bill Haley and the Comets, See You Later Alligator, back with The Paper Boy. Ooh, look at this one. This would be good framed. I saw it at Half Price Books. They have little frames for 45 RPMs. I'm in Love with a Bunny by Paul Hampton. Oh, this is an old friend of mine, an artist who did some of the work in my magazine, The Sophisticate. It's Happy Man Songs by the Hancock Boys, the Hancock Brothers, out of Dallas. They did cool, wild art. Oh, here's the Hard-Ons out of Australia. The Girl in the Sweater, that's a great song. I mean, it's like a great song that should have been a hit, that would have been a hit on the radio, but, you can't be a hit on the radio with a cover like that. I thought this was just great. This is my childhood copy of Rubber Ducky by Ernie, also known as Jim Henson, and then the kids singing the theme to Sesame Street. Hey, Rubber Ducky. Rubber Ducky, you're my very best friend, it's true. Vodeo Silhouettes by Herman's Hermits. Walking with My Angel. I see Herman, Peter Known from Herman's Hermits, going live like every night practically on Facebook. I tried to go live on Facebook about a week or two ago to try to get more subscribers because I wanted to get up to 100 subscribers. So I went on and kind of did like a little spiel to get people to subscribe, and it apparently it just didn't go well. My wife said it was a cluster. It just didn't go well. It really. I was trying to put those little stupid you press buttons on Facebook, and it gives you horns or changes you into a dog or something, but it just caused it to freeze up. And it was just an embarrassment. I got one subscriber out of it. Now I'm up to 113 because Metarog and Man Cave, and they put a link to this channel, and hopefully people will like my channel. Hopefully then the first video they watched wasn't my Herman Munster metaphor. Here's Herman's Hermit, speaking of Hermans, with Walking with My Angel and Silhouette. Another Herman, I Know Why, and Can't You Hear My Heartbeat? Yeah, they were fucking great. This is a record by Hole. That's probably it's color vinyl. It's Dick Nail with Bit Burn Black. This is like the beginnings. This is before she started dating Kurt Cobain, and she had great music before. I was covering up the cover because there's a girl in a bathtub, and it just looks a little wrong. I don't know. A little questionable. And there's another Hole. This is all before they became big. I wonder what this is worth. And then this has Babes in Toyland, Hole, STP, and L7. And L7's a great band too. I'm almost done, don't worry. The Hombres with Go Girl Go. And Let It Out. Ooh, 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 ooh. The Battle of New Orleans, Johnny Horton. Look at that. Look at that artwork. Tells you the whole story of the Battle of New Orleans. I'm Gonna Love You Too by the Hullabaloos with Party Doll by the Hullabaloos. Sorry I Ran All the Way Home by the Impalas, backed with... Oh, this is one of those fake records. It's Only Make Believe by Conway Twitty. In other words, it's for a jukebox. They have, rather than one hit song and then a weak flip side, they put two A-sides together to help with jukebox distributors. So that's not an original. This is Two People in the World by the Imperials with Tears on My Pillow. You know that song. If not, you need to look it up. Echo Boogie by Jorgen Ingman and his guitar with Apache. Oh, that's a great record. You gotta look that up. Play that after you watch this. If you don't already know it, I don't want to treat you like you're all rubes that don't know this music. Who's Loving You by the Jackson 5 with I Want You Back? Yeah, Michael Jackson was great when he was with the Jackson 5. Gingerbread Man by Tommy James and the Shondells. Do Something to Me. Then he started singing about The Chair's Not My Son. You know that song, Billie Jean's Not My Love, but the chair's not my son. That must have been a difficult birth, giving birth to a chair. I mean, I swear, listen to that song. It does not sound like he's saying the child's not my son. The chair's not my son. Why, it's Tony James. with music to suit every taste. This would be a good freeze frame for my thumbnail to attract viewers to my content. Content indeed. Jan and Arnie with Gotta Get a Date with Jenny Lee. Oh, this is the song about Jenny Lee, the stripper. My wife has a fan club on Facebook for Jenny Lee. And this has got writing all over it. Oh, it's someone's name and their phone number. But it's a phone number back when they had letters in it. Oh, this came from that estate sale I was telling you about, where it was like it was just like Surf City, Janadine, because you don't see many picture sleeves. Usually kids back in the 60s would toss the sleeves. They were only interested in the record. Look at that. Is that cool or what? So we go together. Johnny and the Hurricanes with Sandstorm with the Beatnik Fly. Good song. Love Bug. Oh, cool. George Jones. George Jones is amazing. I Can't Get Used to Being Lonely. Ride of the Comancheros, 20th Century Fox with Te Quiero. I think the Comancheros is why you have, I could be wrong. I think that's why Julie Newmar didn't continue being the Catwoman. Why you have a different Catwoman in the movie, and I think it's because she was filming the Comancheros. I'm probably wrong. Might have been another movie. All right, one last box, and I'll call it quits for the day, because that's how I feel. You can't do anything about it. What you can do about it? What you can do about it, motherfucker? What you can do about it, motherfucker? Come on, you pussy. You gonna make me go longer on this videotape? What you gonna do, motherfucker? Motherfucker? Come on, you pussy. You just feel tough with a cigarette, man. Man, they used to put them behind the ear. That was really cool when they did that. I wish cigarettes were healthy. It didn't hurt. I mean, and they didn't hurt you because they just look so cool. It's almost Christmas time, so here's Bing Crosby. Merry Christmas. Oh, this must be my Christmas box. Johnny Mathis. Merry Christmas. Ah, yes, a year ends, another begins. Why, this is the mayor of Arlington, Tommy Vandergriff, and his family. They used to live next door to a good friend of mine. But anyway, Tommy Vandergriff is why the Texas Rangers came to Arlington. They used to be the Washington Senators. He brought a General Motors plant here. He brought Six Flags Over Texas here. He basically made this town the hellish nightmare it is today, with $4,500 property taxes. We got to get the fuck out of here. Oh, look at this. Look at what the Chipmunks, look at. Don't you hate it when people say, look at. Chipmunks, before the Saturday morning cartoon premiered, and then that solidified in everyone's minds for the next 60 years what the Chipmunks are supposed to look like. But this is what they look like originally. Oh, look at this. Golden Records, Frosty the Snowman. And these things are like this, yellow. You don't see the picture sleeves very often. Look at this, another Frosty. Oh, I got all kinds of good Christmas stuff here. Santa Claus is coming to town. This is when Christmas was great, when the world was wonderful. Peter Pan records. Blue Christmas with the Rocking Around the Christmas Tree. Dora Hall. Okay. A bunch of children's records in this box. Farmer and the Doll, Disneyland. The Litterbug Song. The Ugly Duckling. It's Bozo approved. That's what they should put on those DC comics instead of Black Label, on Batman 3 Jokers. It's for adults. Just put Bozo approved. Just kidding. I haven't read the 3 Jokers yet. I got them all ready to read. but I've been so busy. Gingerbread boy. Oh, these are so cool. Look at these 3 kittens with Mother Hubbard. Music and stories by Bob Arthur and Mace Newfield. Burl Ives, yes, the snowman from, you may know him as the snowman from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Little White Duck and Her Amazing Friends. What do we got here? Jukebox Baby by Gabby Dixon. Peter Pan Records, all children's records. I guess I had some organization skills at one point in my life. There's a Mickey Mouse record. It's the official Mickey Mouse Club March. Ooh, look at this one. It's the mouse cadences. I just look at the cool drawing though. I got a lot of these things here. What is going on? It's Jiminy Cricket's Mickey Mouse song. More Disney. What is this? Oh, it's the Litterbug song, and I'm No Fool. If you grew up in the 60s and 70s, they'd always wheel in the projector, and they'd play these, shit, what was that? These Jiminy Cricket 16mm films to try to convince you to not be a fool with electricity or whatever, and they'd always have that great, I'm no fool, no siree, I'm gonna live to be 103. I play say or you and me, 'cause I'm no fool. Ballad of the Alamo. Motherfucking Alamo, motherfucker. Remember when Ozzy Osbourne pissed on the Alamo? I didn't know what it was. This guy was fucking out of his mind. I've been listening to a lot of Black Sabbath lately. They're really great. It's the Tinkertown Santa Claus. Well, more from that same incredible label. Oh, and there's a slide in here. How did that get in there? It's a slide. That may be Julie Newmar. I wonder if you can get this backing board. Maybe you can you see what it is? It's a girly slide. But somehow it's mixed up with these Disney records. Can't explain that. Bunny Hop. You know the Bunny Hop. Rockabye Baby, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Oh, it's Mitch Miller and his orchestra with Brahms' Lullaby. Oh. Puff the Magic Dragon with the Loch Ness Monster. This side looks like it got burned. Maybe by Puff the Magic Dragon's breath. Ooh. Post Raisin Bran presents Sleeping Beauty. Must have been a premium. You ordered it from, you know, a little cut off, a little bit of the box, a little coupon off the box, and sent in and got that record. I'm guessing. I don't know what the fuck. I wasn't probably even born then. Oh man. This is pretty fucked up. There was a guy named the Boston Strangler, right? It's Albert DeSalvo. And these are my thoughts, feelings, and emotions. Albert DeSalvo. They put out this record, Strangler in the Night. And it's supposed to be what he's thinking. Can you imagine? Can you imagine the audacity of that? Here's that band I was telling you about, the Mummies. You gotta look this band up. You can see them playing live if you go to YouTube. This is Food, Sickles, and Girls and One by One. They're a band from the 80s or early 90s, but it sounds just like they're right out of a garage in 1966. The Mummies, Get Late. Introduction to the Mummies and High Heel Sneakers. Okay, I must be moving into the Mummies section. Here's the Mummies versus the Wolfmen.
You want some more? I knew you'd.
Here's Shitsville from the Mummies. What are the songs? A Girl Like You and That's Mighty Childish. Doing the Kirk and Die. Oh, they have a great song about doing the Kirk, like fighting like Captain Kirk. Captain Kirk had a very unique style of fighting if you ever watched the original good Star Trek. The Mummies, You Must Fight to Live on the Planet of the Apes. Someone put together a great video for this using scenes from the original Planet of the Apes. I bought this at Sound Exchange for $3.49. Sound Exchange, I believe, was in Houston, Texas. Here's Fuck You, Spaceman. It's got the song, The Mummies, it's got all these bands on it. Oh, and the Phantom Surfers are a good band, too. Look at this fucked up shit that used to entertain us back in those old days. What do we got here? Oh, I Am Woman by Helen Reddy. I liked Helen Reddy. She just passed away like a month ago, I believe. School Days and Daisy Daisy on Cricket. Daisy was this beloved beagle of mine that passed away a few years ago. That I just hear the name Daisy and it makes me tear up. It's a James Bond record. I don't think I have the record, but I got this little kids version of how you turn James Bond into a kid-friendly thing. I guess they tried. It's Dr. No. Ooh, this is good. From the 60s. Oh, and here's some stuff from my actual childhood. This is from my childhood. Yes, indeed. My mom bought this for me, so just listen to the record while you read the book. And same thing with this Peter Pan thing. Not Disney Peter Pan. It's, see, the record's just in a little pouch, a little fucking sleeve there. And here's Sammy the Way Out Seal. Not part of my childhood, but I got it at a later point, but it's part of my second childhood now. Monster Mash, that's from my childhood. It's not the real Monster Mash. It's a re-recording for kids, but it's got some great art, I think. And this was my childhood copy of this. It's not the real Peter, Paul, and Mary version, but it's my childhood copy, as well as this, not the real Chipmunks, but an incredible simulation. This is from my childhood. So is this. Is there a record in there? Yeah, very thin record. Oh, and then Robin. Ooh, this is cool looking. He looks very perverted there. And then song about the Batmobile. Oh, and then the George Shearing Quintet. George Shearing, I think he was blind. Something about him that was unusual. That's like the stuff that my dad would listen to. George Shearing. My dad had all these records because he bought a hi-fi stereo, bought a Telefunk. We was stationed in Europe in France or somewhere, and it's before I was born. So he bought a Telefunk and stereo because he could get them cheaper over there. And the records he would buy, which I still have, other than like a Johnny Cash record, mostly he would buy Mantovani and all these records. And then you'd look at the inner sleeve and they'd show the other records you could get from the same company, and it would be all these great records, and it's like he always chose the wrong ones. Well, that's, I went through 4 boxes, and I got tons more. If you enjoy looking through records, let me know in the messages down below. Make sure, when I look at the statistics, and 60% of the people that watch me aren't subscribers, so I think 30% of the people that watch me are subscribers. I don't know. I don't think those numbers add up, but hopefully we'll get more subscribers soon, and we're up to 113, 114, something like that. I'm looking for the pack of cigarettes is what I'm looking for. Oh, here it is. Put the cigarette back in the pack. Let me put the broken one back in. I'll probably tape it back for another. I can't believe I actually bought a pack of cigarettes. I bought them in the past for my wife when she used to smoke, but I actually bought one for myself. I can't believe it. Can't believe it. I'm gonna have to end it all. Look at that. Part of my childhood. Well, with that, we're at an hour and 42 seconds. I think I'm gonna head on out into the sunset, ladies and gentlemen. It's Grottu Orloff, your pal, and shit, stand up, and we're gonna get out of here. But let's have some Christmas magic first. Oh, mystic spirits, will Donald Trump be the next president? No chance. Will gas prices go up? No chance. Will China take over the United States? Not likely. Oh. Will Grottu Orloff have 200 subscribers by the end of the week? Could be. Oh, that's not very committal. What is a good question to ask? Will Kamala Harris take over as president during the next term?
No way.
No way. Huh.
Yes, no doubt.
Yes, no doubt. Okay.
Sure.
It's Valley Girl spirit. Indeed. This is my screensaver on the Apple TV. It's all these foreign comics. Sometimes they're English. The Super Duplas, I guess, is the Metal Men. I don't know what that is. Uma grande edacchio. In Wig in die Freiheit? Freiheit. Nick Weltem. What? Nick der Weltem Fraher vom Terror. My goodness gracious. Can you imagine? Gotta turn off the old stereo. Save electricity. Gotta become more responsible. You know, the neighbors always have their recycling out. And I just toss out trash bags, have it all mixed together. I don't recycle like I should. And the other thing, the neighbor, that's hilarious. The neighbor, Saturday morning, put out a big, giant American flag. He hasn't flown an American flag I don't think he's had one up except for July 4th. He hasn't even had one up July 4th, but back, I remember, after 9/11, every street had a flag. I mean, every street, every house had flags. But anyway, he put up a flag, and so did another neighbor a few houses down. So they're all proud of their boy Joe and their gal Kamala. So, but I've had flags up for years, and I was thinking, should I take the flag down? Said no, that would be childish, because I love the country. It's not about the person in office. Obviously, for the neighbor, it's not about the country. It's the person in office. So, with that, it's so hard to bid farewell to you guys and head on down to the television and see what's going on. Oh, but Kelly McEnany just had a press conference. I want to go see what she had to say. So I guess I will head on out. Grottu out.